Medicare Open Enrollment. It's ending in less than a month. Jonathan, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
We talked about it. Clock is ticking on some of this stuff. Is it too late to think about making changes at this point?
The short answer is no, but don't wait too much longer. I mean, we've got operators standing by at 816-548-2000 to take those calls on Medicare questions. Our Medicare advisory team is always available to discuss changes to Medicare Advantage plans and especially prescription drug coverages. That's usually this time of year. I think people have a confusion around what does the open enrollment period actually mean. You know, you need to be re-exploring, you know, is the company you carry coverage through going to be changing coverages, changing costs? You don't want to show up at the doctor or show up at the pharmacy and have an unexpectedly high bill next year. And now's the time to do that over the next few weeks.
Is the government making changes, big changes, or any types of changes for 2024?
Well, our Part B and Part D premiums are increasing a little bit. Cost of living adjustment on Social Security went up, so that helps offset some of that increase on the governmental side of Medicare insurance. But the government doesn't really control what the individual insurance companies do. So the biggest changes we see are to those prescription drug plans and the Medicare Advantage plans, especially Medicare Supplement, a little bit different set of rules. Those plans don't tend to change quite as much, but companies can change the prices and the premiums on those. So it has a little bit less to do with what the government's doing and what your individual health insurance company is doing.
For sure. And you know, people sometimes do things on their own, or they don't always think it all the way through. Talking to experts like yourself always helps. But do you see people missing out on opportunities to either save money or help themselves by not looking at their plans annually?
Yeah, and you have to think, you know, it's human nature to say, my plan worked out great this year, so I'm just going to carry it on over to next year. And what we saw, especially a few years ago, there were some significant changes to some of the diabetes drugs and some of the other things that are going on there, like I mentioned with prescription drug plans. So just reassessing what that coverage is, not necessarily to completely change the company, but just to review your plan so that you know what to expect from that plan next year is really the key. Even if you don't make a change to a plan, that's fine. Our Medicare advisors will tell you, you know, you've got the best plan for your situation, but in a lot of cases, you can look at some fairly significant savings over time just by reassessing those options every year this time of year during open enrollment.
Absolutely. Jonathan, thank you so much for all the tips and for everything you're doing for your clients out there too. And you can actually schedule a complimentary consultation and submit your questions. You just visit AskOurAdvisor.com or call 816-548-2000. They're going to take your questions and even meet one-on-one free of charge. You include your address, Market Advisory Group will send you a free gift.